And I'll tell you what that is in a second. Okay, so it's our today's special value, which I thought I was gonna get a ton of time with tonight, and I was super excited because this is one of my favorite guests ever. And also, I love a wellness footwear story. I also love suede. It's my #1 favorite thing in the world of leathers. But this, now we have so few left of, we can't really spend nearly as much time as we hope to on it. It is the new Spenco. They've rebranded and they're called Revitalign. When they were Spenco, and they're still underneath the umbrella of the Waco Shoe Company in Texas, but when they were Spenco, the Siesta, was one of their absolute bestsellers and is here at QVC. We've sold like 180,000 pairs. So today, in mid-July, when they decided, you know what, it's time. We're gonna rebrand. We're the same Spenco that you know and love, the full comfort, total comfort support footbed. Nothing has changed other than the name on the box. They decided to come along with some suede and get us ready for fall. This is between a $90 and $100 shoe. We are the first to show it to you because it's not making its way into brick and mortar until September. You can either choose this, the Mule, which is my 1000% pick because I just think it's so cool, casual, barn coat chic. But you can also choose the fully enclosed slip-on, which is kind of a cross between a moccasin loafer style. Slip-ons are more limited. All of them, regardless of color, are done in a full suede upper, available in medium and wides. And then here are your colors because the day is almost done. And when the day is done, the $90 to $100 retail value will no longer be available for $59. Now, we started the day with 44,000 pairs. We now have 14,000 total, one order of the year across the Mules or the Slip-Ons. And if you want the Slip-Ons with the complete fully enclosed back, we only have 5,200 total remaining. Let's also not forget, pretty much every time we get a Spenco, which is now Revitalign shoe, we talk about the insert that slips out, which can be used in other flat footwear of other brands. And a pair of these inserts on QVC.com pretty much range around the $39, $40 mark. So that's incredible, just that you get them built into the shoe, but can now use them with other shoes. Here are your colors as we invite out Dr. Nick Pagano, who's a Temple University trained podiatrist. He's also now, is it clinical professor, associate professor, or no professor? Do you never teach there? I don't know.
Oh, at Temple?
Yes.
I teach the pediatrics course at Temple.
I knew that.
Yep.
And how lovely is that? Little
baby feet.
Little baby feet. Okay, anyway. Hi, Doc.
We start them young.
He and I get like this when we're together. I love when he nerds out on foot science. Okay, the Fresh Cream is brand new to the brand. Today, you'd never seen it. And then we launched it in this brand new style called the Siesta Burst. Then we have our Baked Apple, which I think is a triumph, especially for fall, wanting a pop of color, but it's like fall forward. We are getting limited in both of those colors. Fossil until today, that kind of putty, mushroom, cool tone tan grayish is the most popular and had only until today in this shoe been a color that men in the Spenco, now Revitalign brand, could get. But now it's available for women. I wore navy blue at midnight. It's called Peacoat. It has a gray outsole. It is the most limited in the slip-on. Guys, if you want it, whole and half sizes, medium and wides, you need to check out of your cart Nowza. And then the black with a black outsole, that whether you choose the Mule or the slip-on, guys, it almost looks like a velvet slipper. It's that deep black, and they're all suede, and the sides, Dr. Nick will show you, are perforated, so they have a little visual texture. All right, so first and foremost, I know a lot of people today have been asking about sizing, so can we just visit that briefly?
Yeah, the beauty of this is that we have whole and half sizes and medium and wide widths, so they are true to size.
True to size. So there's no sizing up, there's no rounding down. Order your regular size. Of course, we have free exchanges if you get them home and something else befalls you, but nonetheless. Dr. Nick, who has literally been with formerly Spenco, now Revitalign for, what is it?
10 years for me.
years.
Yeah, 10 years.
He used to be a runner. He used to use the Spenco inserts in his own footwear. Then he became a podiatrist, open to practice outside Philly. You even sold and sell the Spenco brand, now Revitalign. Doc, tell everybody about this one.
So what we are running, what is so important is the name has changed, but it is still that full contact comfort footbed that has been developed for the past 50 years in Waco, Texas. Over 100 million pairs sold. And the second your heel hits the ground, Sean, we go to work. It's met by a deep heel cup that cradles and aligns the heel. Then as the foot comes completely onto the ground, it's met by a medial and lateral orthotic grade cradling arch with Revitalign support. Then as we push off, as we propel, that green icon you see, that's our metatarsal dome. That's another area of relief in the area of the ball of the foot. That allows us to read and react with every step you take. This is a thermal graphic, and what happens with a thermal graphic is you're going to see where the amount of pressure is and also the amount of contact, which is support. So on the left-hand side, you can see the area of a flat footbed that just comes with a regular shoe.
Yep.
And the heel is vacant and there's no support on the inside or the outside of the arch. Then when you look at the full contact comfort footbed, you see the full silhouette of the foot, but you also see the effects of that metatarsal dome because of that blue color being a sign of relief of pressure. So every step you take, you're getting this relief. And that's why it's for any foot type. And also, because of that design, we're not trying to push your arch up or any which way. We're trying to guide you.
Okay, so we have 1,400 pairs out the door. Again, this is one of your last looks. The day is coming to a close. We only have less than 14,000 pairs left. Less than 13,000 pairs left. We started with over triple that when the day began. And this is a 24-hour party. When the day is done, the bar lights come on. And we have now, I will tell you, in the slip-ons, even fewer than we had like 3, 4, or 5 minutes ago. Let me tell you what is left, because first choice you need to choose is, do you want the mule, which is my favorite, these are all suede, or do you want the fully enclosed slip-on? If you want the mule in the fresh cream, which is a brand new color today, that kind of ecru, we only have 1,500 pairs left. If you want the slip-on in the fresh cream, we have 1,200 remaining. In baked apple, in the mule, we have 900 to go around. In the slip-on, 900. Whew, so that's getting limited. Fossil, in the mule, 1,700 to go around. Slip-on, 900, and that is our most popular. So clearly people voting yay. Finally, it's not just a color for the guys. Peacoat blue with a gray outsole. In the mule, we have 1,200 remaining. This is all we have, guys. Slip-on, 600 remaining, and they are so lightweight. And then in that black that looks like velvet. In the mule, we have 2,800. Slip-on, 950. We have over 500 people on the phone lines. Part of the reason why is because the original Spenco Siesta, which is now the Siesta Burst, made by Revitalign, same company, just a new name, was such a huge seller. And we had sold to date about 180,000 of those shoes. People love it, and now going into fall, it totally scratches the itch that's gonna be jeans and a chubby sweater and a football game. I will say the fresh cream is probably one of my favorites behind the baked apple.
I was gonna say the same.
Doesn't it look so posh?
I like that one.
It's like that, Dr. Nick, it's like that posh, off-white,
oh wait,
ecru,
right here with this.
Yeah, it's like a Barefoot Dreams color.
Hold please, guys.
He's looking at me like,
Nick's
right, what? Barefoot Dreams? I don't.
No, I'm well aware. Big fan of
Okay,
Barefoot
fine.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
So I vote for fresh cream or baked apple. All right, now, can I ask you something?
Absolutely.
When you talk about relief,
Yeah.
the foot, why, wink, wink, facetious question here, why do we need relief, Dr. Nick? I mean, what's so hard about the foot's job that it needs relief?
Right. Well, one of the things about the foot's job is its ability to propel us with every step. I always love stealing from one of my mentors that walking is just falling. And all we're doing is catching ourselves over and over and over again. And thank God we're able to, because of the construct of the foot. And when we get into the dynamics of it, you know, with the science, the build out, the anatomy, the multiple bones, the ligaments and whatnot, this incredible instrument that we have at the bottom of our bodies is going to propel and push. Now, take what I just talked about and throw the rest of the body on top of it. Why not give yourself that support? Why not put something underneath you to allow, you know, we spend a ton of money on beds.
Yes, we do.
And everybody talks about how, well, you know what, when you're going to buy a bed, the salesman's always like, well, you spend a third of your life in bed.
Yep.
We spend 2/3 of our lives in our shoes.
Oh.
So why not make sure what's underneath you supportive?
Can somebody Google, Sean, by the way, what's the update? Sorry, 32. Yeah, okay. My producer's like, it's all right. This highly important update is just rendered useless now that you want me to Google something.
Okay.
I read a quote today and I meant to bring it out here with me. There's a quote, Michelangelo said something about the feet. Can you Google Michelangelo and foot quote and see what pops?
I'm interested.
I'm serious, okay? It says 500 years from now, a crazy woman will ask what I said about feet.
That's how
Stop
good
it.
Michelangelo was, though.
What? Do you know what I'm talking
That's how brilliant
about?
he was. I do, and it has something to do with the machine.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay, so
Okay.
this is one of our best producers at QVC, not the best, but one of, and I'm confident he's gonna find it. All right.
He might move up a notch tonight.
Did you find it? Okay, he found it. Here we go. Ready? Oh, this is a long one. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a long one. Whew. Okay, give it to me again. That's actually not the one I'm talking about, so we'll revisit this later.
We'll run it back.
Okay. This is 4 minutes of your life you'll never get back. How's that feel? Okay, so
I'm gonna find it.
But Doc, really, like we talk so much about, you know, whatever age you are and how much ever weight you weigh, like these, you know, on hard surfaces, on grounds, this really is the singular job of your feet, which has the most amount of bones in your entire body and does some of the hardest work. So it's not surprising that we all inevitably get to the breakdown point.
Yeah, without a question. And you know, we talk about pediatrics at Temple, but we get so excited on that, you know, 12 to 13 months, and where the child begins walking, the bones form, everything is amazing about it. But as we continue to walk on our feet, I think it's necessary to keep the foot in alignment. That's why
What does that mean?
If you ever think about it, if something is not in alignment, it's going to wear on one side more so than the other.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? That's why I love Revitalign. Right? It's such a perfect title, but it also allows you to know that it's that 50 years of technology that we've been doing in Waco, Texas. But then we wrap it in a suede.
Which is so posh.
Yeah. And also, while you're holding the footbed, I do think it's important that because it's Revitalign and it's like kind of like our coming out party.
Right.
Let's throw memory foam on our full contact footbed.
So that's not in all of your inserts.
Absolutely
that's not in
not.
all of your footbeds. And so while we're likening this to like the $40 pair of inserts that you can buy on QVC.com right now for all of your non-Revitalign shoes, this one has an amped up memory foam. There is a squishiness.
Yeah,
Well,
I like it.
You have our articulated flex zones and our deep heel cup and the power bridge built into the EVA. And then we have our memory foam footbed, which is also carrying the full contact comfort footbed that we have created. And then they throw in something else, which is cork on the top. And the thing that's so special to me as a podiatrist about cork is that that's where orthotics began, because cork allows the foot to mold. And pardon me, cork molds to the foot. So when you get these, not only you're getting this beautiful shoe, this beautiful mule, you're also almost getting a custom fit.
Oh, no
based
doubt.
on the way that they structured this in Waco, Texas.
And by the way, when I give you some updates right now, please know you're also getting in medium and wides, and the only order of the year, a shoe no one else will see until September. And not that alone, you're also getting it at a huge savings. It's really, in the Mule, a $90 shoe. It's suede. It's wellness. There's an orthotic pair of inserts built in. Or in the Slip-On, $100 at retail shoe. Now, again, you start by saying, hey, do you want the Mule? Fun to slip on with jeans, a fun Argyle sock, or even barefoot right now. Or do you want the Slip-On, which is far more limited? We started with 44,000